Here we are, my friends, with the very last pick in the 2026 NHL Entry Draft. The Montreal Canadiens actually, at one point, they had 3 of the final 4 draft picks in their possession. 221, 223, and then 224. They ended up trading away 223, leaving them with just 221. We had already made a video about Jean-Samuel Daigneault. This guy, one of the meanest prospects available in this year's class. But with the final pick of the 2026 NHL Entry Draft at 224th overall, the Montreal Canadiens have drafted Tyler Deakos, who is a verified Elite Prospects athlete. He's a guy taken out of the Waterloo Blackhawks in the USHL, where he had scored 17 points in 19 games. I'm going to say here that Tyler Deakos is the ultimate journeyman draft pick, because if you look at this profile, this guy wasn't ranked to go anywhere. This guy doesn't even have a scouting report anywhere. This guy was an overage draftee out of this year's draft, eligible for last year's draft, but he didn't end up going last year. 6'1", 174, a right-handed, right-wing guy. A player whose draft-eligible campaign saw him play for the air-dry CFR Bison's U18 AAA team in the AEHL. I mean, have you ever heard of the AEHL? This is the Alberta Elite Hockey League. Tyler Deakos then played for Drumheller in the AJHL, which is Junior A hockey in Alberta, a league that rarely sees guys get drafted regardless. I mean, if they do, they're usually later on. It's very rare to see the Cale Makars where they actually do go at the top of the draft out of the A. But Deakos over here spent his draft +1 season between the Drumheller Dragons and the USHL's Waterloo Blackhawks before signing on to play with the Penticton Vs in the WHL. Now this is going to be great because the Vs are now in the dub. They're no longer a BCHL club. There actually was an article posted on the Vs website earlier this year talking about how they have signed Tyler Deakos to play on their team. Tyler is a strong 200-foot player who is responsible at both ends of the rink, said V's director of scouting, Adam Sergerie. Deakos is at his best when he is forechecking and creating turnovers, and he is tough to knock off the puck thanks to his inside protection. He has one-shot ability, and he can beat goalies off the rush. His game has matured significantly, and he has shown he can play in every situation. This is a really interesting prospect, and one whose career maybe doesn't seem the most optimistic to even going anywhere at the professional level, but at the very least, you know, he's a Montreal Canadiens guy, he'll go to camp, he'll show off his skills, we'll see what he's got, and if Tyler Deakos can prove that the Patrick Hornquist of it all still exists in the modern NHL, it would be such a cool story to see that go down. Patrick Hornquist, by the way, the last pick in the 2005 draft, found himself playing on a line with Sidney Crosby at some point, the first pick of the 2005 draft. So Tyler Deakos is your last pick in the 2026 NHL Entry Draft, 224th overall by the Montreal Canadiens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel about this draft pick and the draft as a whole? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.